Hey guys, wanted to go through another game and just kind of go over all the main decisions I made. Really, in this game, we'll be highlighting the potential for transitioning out of comps when you don't really have them enabled. First main choice of the game was Reno. Honestly, I think hero selection isn't that important, so we'll move on. One drop, I end up taking Front Drake. It's really just the best one drop that you can play in the game. There's really no reason not to take Front Drake as much as I can really tell. There might be some edge case. Turn three, we don't really have the best shop, but we do have a one cost spell. So what we can do is take apples and roll, and from there we just take the best drop, and then we can freeze to double buy the apples buff minions on turn four. On turn four, we end up finding a upbeat front drake triple, but because we just got the upbeat front drake proc, what we'll do is use this to discover a potential four drop, especially with our hero power. Finding an early minion that you can that's like a key four drop that you can golden is just a play, and you'll see that that's kind of a theme throughout this. So when we level in triple, the four drops that we end up having as choices are Motley Phalanx, Promo Drake, and the Foodie. And really, they're all like okay. Phalanx doesn't really matter in our comp because we only have dragons, and Prize Promo Drake gives us the option to potentially go to four early for the front Drake. For our hero or for our lesser trinket selection, I ended up going with Compass because it was the only really the best option for us playing the strongest board on this turn while being able to level, and we do that to try and get four drops off of the upbeat front drake. Unfortunately, we whiff on that and get two one drops, but really like the whole idea with this is like if we could find a key four drop, we could golden that and just be golden. Like imagine if we found something like Persistent Poet or something like that. So, anyways, going into turn seven, because we're on four, really your plan from here is just take any type of like stabilization. We end up finding a triple, which lets us go into five drops. For our five drop selection, there's kind of two choices between the Bran and General Dracovish. Bran, in hindsight, we probably could have taken. However, it just puts you really far behind, and I felt like we were already kind of like weak on the board, so that's why I ended up taking the general, and that lets us also take Gargoyle, which is just a good stabilization unit. Going into turn 8, a couple of choices here that are just, I guess like the main thing that happens is we end up finding the wannabe Gargoyle triple, and we can use that to discover a 6. On our 6, the only good option here is Tethys. Warpwing's just too slow, and really Eliza is also too slow, and Tethys gives us an out to play really any APM comp, especially if we golden it. So my plan is to try and take Tethys, try to find some type of value greater trinket, golden the Tethys, and play like some type of econ comp from there. Honestly, something to note is we are in a very weak spot right here, and we go down to 20 health going to turn 9. For our greater trinket selection, the choices were Peace Bloom Candle and Manipulator Portrait. The other two were too like dragon oriented. I ended up taking Manipulator Portrait because I can use that with my hero power to create two golden Tethyses. And from there, essentially my plan is to just try to play like a menagerie comp until I get better direction. And that's why I take the Pirate Cleave. Especially with Tethys, we can find a bunch of pirate buffs and kind of just go from there. We end up playing double cleave and Peggy and try to just get as many buffs on the cleave as possible. And while doing this, we're just trying to stabilize our board as much as possible. We kind of recognize that we're going to be in a weak spot. I end up taking the pirate that buffs attack, which is just really good with our cleaves, and that ends up being kind of so normally you end up doing Bolidus Trinket as your way to scale the cleaves, and because of double golden Tethys, essentially my plan is just use the Tethys as ways to spend gold to get our attack up on our cleave, and from there we can just kind of get the couple of Bolidus and use that for our health scaling at the same time. So really, we kind of just tank around. We then, from here, just play a very typical APM Pirates game. Essentially, our comp from here, we just try to transition into a like attack scaling pirates. I end up accidentally selling the wrong pirate. I wanted to sell Peggy on turn 10, but from here we kind of just pick up the Bran as another way for us to spend more gold more efficiently, and we kind of have a really good core here of attack buffing, and then Tethys and Bran as gold generation, and then our cleave, which is just going to be our stable unit. And kind of what our plan is to put as many stats into our cleave throughout the mid to late game. And once we have a big cleave, we can then eventually transition as many units as possible in the late game into tech units. So that's why you'll see every single buff that we do, we end up putting on the cleave, as long as it like doesn't give it any type of like taunt or something like that. But really, goal is just get a really big cleave, and that's our late game. We end up using the Salty Looter as a like last minion. Just it's a solid minion at this point, and it's going to get a lot of buffs because of all the pirates we're going to be playing from the Tethys. And you'll just see from here out, starting on turn 10, after we got that greater trinket and the double Tethys, we're just able to win out the lobby. Very solid from here. And I guess this 1 to 2 turn transition with the Tethys and the Brand is really enabled by the really strong early game we had with the dragons. Honestly, without them, I don't think we would have been able to reasonably do what we ended up doing. I ended up taking a bunch of the Kibler buffs in this game as well. They give a little bit of flexibility just for extra buffs, and especially with this comp, like, you're never going to really run out of gold unless you do a lot of really dumb decisions. So my plan is just buy like any buff that I can reasonably put on the cleave, and it ends up being that the Quill end up being enough buffs. And like I said, you'll see that we essentially just never run out of gold with this comp. So anyways, I'll let it play out from here. There's not really too many decisions starting around turn 10. It's just a very good cleave board. Really, the only decisions from here are like picking up scam units eventually in the late game. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this just like mindset of what are the people thinking about during the game and the different decisions they have kind of helps you out. So good luck out there on your climbs. See ya. Bye.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me